each 10 minutes, there's somebody's coming and hugging me and cry. And just always speak myself, stay strong. Stay strong. They think you are a fighter and you must be strong. I said, don't worry. Don't worry. We beat this beats. We beat this Islamic Republic.
It really fills my heart to know people are coming to you saying, I will volunteer to clean up garbage at a demonstration so that our community looks good.
با اینکه دوریم از وطن پشت شماییم هموطن.
Yeah. Hi there, this is episode 413 of Roqe. Yes, call this the Lion and Sun Revolution. Tonight something quietly historic happened just north of Toronto. In the city of Richmond Hill, one of the great homes of the Iranian diaspora, the Lion and Sun flag was raised in solidarity with Iranians and for a free Iran. This is a Canadian city raising a symbol that millions of Iranians around the world increasingly recognize as the legitimate flag of the people. And that moment affords us a bigger declaration, as some have already coined it. This is the Lion and Sun Revolution. Now, of course, before we talk about symbols and flags in the diaspora, let's be very clear. Inside Iran right now, people are still dying. People are still being tortured. Families are still collecting bodies. Parents are still searching prisons for their children. No flag raised in Toronto or Los Angeles or London or Berlin will ever be enough. And it should not be mistaken for enough. The real revolution is being paid for in blood inside Iran. But history also shows us something else. When a people are fighting to rediscover themselves, symbols matter. Call this the Lion and Sun Revolution. Not because of nostalgia, not only because of Pahlavi, and not because of politics dressed up as heritage. Call it that because symbols often emerge when a nation is determining who it is beyond the rulers who claim to define it. And right now, something remarkable has been happening across the Iranian world, from Tehran to Toronto, from Shiraz to Stockholm, from Mashhad to Melbourne. A symbol has been re-emerging, not imposed from above, but lifted from below. Yes, call this the Lion and Sun Revolution, because long before it became a flag, the Lion and Sun was a story about Iran itself. The lion, strength, courage, defiance in the face of danger. The sun, renewal, endurance, and the promise that darkness is temporary. For centuries, those two images together represented something uniquely Iranian, a civilization that survived invasion, survived occupation, survived revolution, survived exile. Iran fell, Iran rose again and again. This is the Lion and Sun Revolution, because this symbol has reappeared not through decree, but through choice. Walk through diaspora demonstrations around the world right now: Vancouver, Montreal, Munich, San Francisco, Sydney. You see it carried by young people who never lived under that flag. You see it held by elders who once did, which brings us back to Richmond Hill, because tonight was not about municipal protocol. It was not about a city choosing a side in Iranian politics. It was about recognizing that identity belongs to the people, not the regimes that temporarily rule them. Call this the Lion and Sun Revolution, because if history teaches us anything about Iran, it is this: the lion may be wounded, the sun may be hidden behind clouds that are wrong, but neither has ever disappeared for long. It's February 5, 2026. This is Roqe. Hi there, welcome to episode 413 of Roqe, Iran Rises. I'm Jian Ghomeshi. Hello to you from Toronto, Canada. Salam Dustan Aziz, Durud bar shoma. I hope you are doing okay wherever you're tuning in from around the world. This is the 10th episode in our Iran Rises series, this one entitled The Diaspora Mobilizes. And once again, events inside Iran and around the Iranian diaspora are moving so fast. We're trying to keep up with them. We should note that we are recording this episode at approximately 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time here in Toronto on this Thursday, February 5th. It's around midnight in Iran. And as always, we're sharing perspectives and conversations as up to date as humanly possible. So, coming up on this edition, from representing Iran as a national team boxer to helping organize historic Iranian-Canadian demonstrations here in Toronto, including that rally of 150,000 on February 1st and what aims to be even bigger on February 14th, Salar Gholami has become a central figure in this moment. He joins me. Let's get to it. This episode of Roqe is brought to you with the support of Avoca Chocolates. Let me tell you how grateful we are that this small, non-Iranian company in Toronto has stepped up to support Iranians in this time and have started making free Iran chocolates, with all the profits going to aid the Toronto demonstrations for a free Iran. Avoca has been making handmade artisanal chocolate in Toronto for over 30 years. Family owned and operated, they have dedicated themselves to the art of making delicious treats, including truffles, ice cream, and gelato. Made without compromise, Avoca has focused on high quality ingredients with fair trade chocolate, all made fresh daily in one of their 2 locations in East Toronto. So the free Iran bars are now available. They are top quality Belgian chocolate. They are each handmade and painted, and the profits are being given to the Iranian community. You can find out more about them and the link to the chocolates at avocachocolates.com. avocachocolates.com. Thank you again for your support of Roqe and your support of the Iranian people. Avoca. Today's episode of Roqe is brought to you in part by Stellar Law. Stellar Law is a boutique litigation firm based in Toronto, founded and led by Rana Nosrat Panah. The firm represents businesses and professionals in commercial and contractual disputes, particularly when relationships have broken down and the consequences are significant. Stellar Law's practice is grounded in careful analysis and strategic decision-making. Much of the work involves contract disputes, shareholder conflicts, complex business disagreements that require both legal precision and practical judgment. Rana and her team are known for approaching these matters with clarity, with focus, and a deep understanding of what is at stake for their clients. For those navigating serious disputes with real commercial impact, turn to Stellar Law. You can find Stellar Law at stellarlaw.ca. Thanks again to Rana Nosrat and the team at Stellar Law. And if you are Iranian and you want to do your business in Persian, you can deal it with Stellar Law in both English and Persian. All right, let me get to our featured guest, Salar Gholami. First made his name in the unforgiving world of elite boxing, rising through Iran's national program to become one of the country's most accomplished fighters. A longtime member of Team Melli, he spent more than a decade representing Iran internationally, competing in over 300 bouts, captaining the national team between 2016 and 2018, winning 8 Iranian national championships and earning international medals. But given his descent towards the Islamic Republic regime, he eventually found himself in exile. And after moving to Canada, Salar transitioned into the professional ranks, where he has remained undefeated, capturing both the Canadian Cruiserweight Championship and the North American Boxing Federation Cruiserweight title. But in recent months, his fight has taken on an entirely different dimension. Here in Toronto, Salar has emerged as one of the central figures behind the historic mobilization of thousands of Iranians gathering in solidarity with the revolution inside Iran, helping organize massive demonstrations, coordinating teams of volunteers, and helping channel diaspora energy into peaceful, unified, and highly visible action at a pivotal moment for the Iranian global community. Salar Gholami joins me from Toronto today. Hello, sir.
Hi, John. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for everything, and thank you because you're always you use your platform for our people, for Iranian people, and for none of Iranian, and it's so important for us now because we have in the war inside the Iran. We want to be active. I am not the politician, and I don't want to be. Just I'm a fighter. I want to stay on the street, and I was on the ring, and I think now here I'm more than useful in the ring, and that's why I prefer to stay in the street with my people. And just I want to say thank you for you as you and your team, because always you use your platform for our people and for our Iran, for my country, because we know there's a lot of media they don't care, and they don't. They think they spoke about the Iran, but not officially about the Pahlavi. But you are on the right side, and I want to say thank you.
Thank you, Salar. First of all, you stole the words out of my mouth. Khasta nabashi. Thank you for all that you've done and continue to do. I mean, when you were just before we get into conversation about, I want to ask you about the big demonstration on February 14th coming up. I want to ask you about a petition. Let me ask you about where you're at right now in your life. When you were fighting for Team Mali, did you have any idea you would be leading demonstrations of hundreds of thousands of people in Toronto?
Yeah, when I was in, always I want to be useful. I want to do something for my country. For now, I have a lot of option and offer from the because I'm still Canadian champion. I'm still North American champion. I'm title holder, but I don't care. Nobody care. Nobody care. Do you want to sing a song or do you want to fight or what do you? What's your job now? Now we have one duty. Is our duty is Iran, because our people, my people, Kurdish people in the west of the Iran. They was in the street. They killed them. Just we have uh, very strong news from the Kermanshah. They killed more than 5,000 people just on my city and Elam too. And you remember some days, somebody and other media they said the Kurdistan wants to be separate. They don't want to stay in Iran, and they don't want to fight for Iranian people. They want to own country, but it's wrong, because my people they go in the street, they fight with empty hand, they shooting them, but the last minute they said Jawid Shah, and they killed them. We are Iranian, we are Kurdish, and just we want to bring the Pahlavi back, and we want to bring the freedom and democracy in our country and our city.
Something quite amazing that's happened. It seems to have happened quite organically, naturally. But explain to, I mean, if anybody doesn't know and if they don't follow you and see your videos, you have a gym that you opened north of Toronto in the Newmarket area, and then. And this Boshga, this gym that you've opened, it's a training place, it's a boxing facility, etc. It's basically become this epicenter, this center of operations for volunteers coming and helping and to try and put these demonstrations together. When did you have that idea? When did that begin?
Listen, we are under the revolution, Jian John, and we don't have any other choice. We had I have a gym, and for now is around the 1 month. I don't wanna make a money on my gym or business. I don't care because they're killing my people. And for now, we wanna be a voice of my country. And for now, we have a 1,000 volunteer. They
Wow.
coming and they helping us, and we separate them on the 30 different group, and always I have connect with the 30-35 leader of each group, and we give them a duty and said, okay, you and team, you must stay in the street, or you must help for example, old man or old woman, or this group must to uh, clean the street, because we want to show the Iran and our culture. And we don't want to be for other country in the Middle East, you know them, but I don't want to mention any name, but you know them. We are different. That's why the police said around we said 200,000 people, they coming outside, no any the problem, because each people they coming for protest, all of them they are volunteer. They want to do something for the country. We are not like other country. I don't want to mention any
It,
country, but we have a very strong, a strong. history. We are Iranian, and that's why we coming in the street and said we want to bring the Pahlavi. We want to make Iran great again.
Tell me about, I mean, the volunteer thing is remarkable. And you're right. The Toronto police this time, even themselves said there was 150,000 people in Toronto. So we know it's at least that much on the February 1st march. Tell me about those 30 groups of, or 35 groups of different volunteers. What are some of the volunteer groups?
Until now, we don't accept any money, but everything was free, and anybody wants to help. And a lot of people they bring the money for me. So I always reject them. I said I don't wanna give accept the money. Just focus on revolution. Focus on the war. But we accept the volunteer. We have around the 1,000 volunteer, and we have around 42 groups. For example, 4 5 groups, they must make sure song is okay between the rally or stage. Two group they must stay at the stage, and 1 or 2 group must. We have a security team too, and they must protect, for example, any politician or any VIPs coming, they must protect them. And we have 1 group for clean the street, 1 group for media, 1 group to just make sure we have 2 group without any waste. But they have a walkie-talkie. They're working with people. But if any problem is coming, they let you know, they send a message for us. Okay, we have 1 problem here. But my security, they go there and they want to make sure everything is good and no problem. And yeah, that's why we have more than 1,000 volunteer, but just we manage them.
Salar, what has that taught you about our community? I should first say that obviously our priority is the people inside Iran, and those who are still putting their lives on the line, and whatever we can do on the outside, both organizationally, both with a transitional leader like Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, whatever we can do to try and make this work, to try and help, we do. So I don't want this to be misinterpreted as just celebrating the demonstrations that we have on the outside, but it is something quite remarkable, that one of the things that's always been said about Iranians is that we don't work well together. We're not good at doing collective things. We're too individual. We don't, we don't want to help each other out. What has this taught you? You're sitting in the middle of it with these thousands of people. I mean, it really fills my heart to know people are coming to you saying, I will volunteer to clean up garbage at a demonstration so that our community looks good. Tell me about what you've learned about our community.
I prefer, uh, maybe we had a problem in our community, but for now, I think everything depends our leader. Now everyone accept the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to be a leader for the this time until what time, and everyone accept them, and that's why we don't have any other problem. And other things, everyone wants to. The Toronto is different because I have a connection with every city and every country for other side in the Canada, and they don't like us and always ask me, "Hey, Solar, what you doing here? How everything is organized and everything is okay for you?" I said, uh, "Just we accept everyone because, for example, anybody wants. We have a volunteer. He's a special doctor, but he said, I wanna just wearing vest and just I wanna do something for my country.
Mm.
He's a special doctor, or we have some big businessman or builder in our volunteer. Everyone wants to do something for our country. And before that, yeah, we have a problem because You remember, for example, 3 years ago, in the revolution, woman life freedom, we had a one big rally in the Richmond Hill, and around the 60,000 people they coming outside, 50 or 60. But we have a part of them they had the Kurdish flag, part of them they had a communist flag. Part of them they had the Zan Zindagi Azadi flag. Part of them they have a flag without anything, like Italian flag, and part of them they have a lions song, or part of them they was on the Mujahid. And what for this time, nobody wants to speak. We don't have any leader because everyone is sane. Because already we have a leader. We have a leader, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, and that's why we don't have any problem. You remember, for example, 3 years ago, everyone wants to say, "Hey, the people they coming outside because me," and that is the problem. But this time, the people is coming because our people inside. The people is coming because the Crown Reza Pahlavi. And nobody wants this credit just for Iran and Crown Reza Pahlavi, nobody else. And that's why nobody wants the problem with this rally and this protest in the Toronto. And that's why this time is different. And you say every time, first time on the 60,000, second time more than 100,000, and the third time that we believe more than 200,000 people.
From your perspective, what do you want the main purpose of our demonstrations in the diaspora to be in terms of helping the brave souls inside Iran?
First of all, for example, some politician they said, "Okay, please don't come inside the street," and said, "Listen, I'm personally I'm so shy, and we don't want to come inside the street, but we don't have any option. We need the attention. We need the attention. Everyone knows we don't want Islamic Republic, but nobody's care because they talks the other country and other leader. They talks after Islamic Republic who wanna come, and it's so clear now. It's so clear. Just we wanna say we don't wanna Islamic Republic, and we wanna bring the Pahlavi back. It's so different because everyone's we have a left, right, up, down, but everyone now they accept the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to be a leader for this time, for limit time, and this time is so important, Jian, because if we lose this window, I don't know when we can stand up one more time or no. Maybe we don't have any other country like Iran. Maybe we lose the Iran. This time is so important. And that's why all the people in the inside, they said, this is the final battle and Pahlavi return.
Salar, somebody wrote me last night and said, I guess they were sort of complaining that my coverage they felt was too pro-Pahlavi or something, but they said, I want to come to the demonstrations, but I want to bring a women life freedom thing, and they won't let me. Everybody's so aggressive at these demonstrations. And I said, well, since I've been going to them and you haven't, I can tell you that it's not my experience that everybody's aggressive. Everybody's peaceful, and there's a feeling of togetherness. And quite frankly, you can't argue with 150,000 people who seem to be on side, aligned in terms of what they want. But Salar, to hear it from you, what would you say to this person, assuming they're well-meaning, assuming they're against the Islamic Republic as well, but they're saying, I can't come because I can't bring my women life freedom billboard or something? What do you say?
Actually, Iran, this is our country, and we have the same percentage of Iran, each Iranian. Doesn't matter. For example, after revolution, after this is not revolution actually, this is the war. After this war, anybody wants to vote. Okay, you wanna, uh, I don't know, republic? That's fine. You have a vote. I wanna bring the king. Actually, for myself, I don't have any suggestion now. For example, I don't want to bring the Shahanshahi or Republic. I don't care now. Just we want to do something for country, but we have a one solution, and this is Pahlavi. And we want to use him. He don't want to use us. We need him. He don't need us. It's so important. We need him. If Pahlavi know who, you want to bring somebody of Earth or I don't know, Mount or other planet, who? We don't have any other option. If they bring the other option, is be more than Pahlavi is better. Okay, for sure, I will go on the other thing. We don't. This is not. This not right time for speak about this. You must accept the people. They go in the street, they shooting them, and they said with blood, they write Javid Shah, they write on the wall, they said Iran is so important for now. Okay, for example, for this time, I have a connection with some people for the protesting and this war, and we are allied now. But after this revolution, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to continue because personally, I don't want to continue with somebody. But for now, we we are in the war. This is our duty to protect our country, protect our people, and we don't have any other option. I don't want to speak too much, but for now, everyone wants to show the other country, other leader. Already, we have a leader. Already we have an opposition, and opposition is Pahlavi. And after that, just they don't need to. I don't need to send a message for everyone. Just listen to Pahlavi podcast. He said, "I wanna do something for freedom, and then you can come speak. It's better for you." Maybe, for example, Salar Gholami بیا تو تیم تو. فقط you must just support the Pahlavi now.
You mentioned other cities. I'm curious. I mean, there's other cities that are doing great work in terms of mobilizing big demonstrations. Montreal, Vancouver, LA. We're seeing Munich. Do they contact? Are you getting people contacting you just because Toronto has been so big, saying, "How do you do it? Can you give us tips?"
A lot of times they calling us and they said, "How you do that?" And said, "We did nothing. Just we accept all the people. For example, our team, our volunteer, we have some people. They wants to bring the uh, they believe to republic, and we don't care. But for now, they accept the Pahlavi for opposition, just only opposition, and we accept everyone. And I don't know, but we accept everyone. I don't know because I think if you برای من سخته که اینو انگلیسی بگم، اما اگر صادقانه کار کنی و مردم بفهمن که از قلبت میاد که تو واقعا برای ایران داری کار میکنی و بلیوت میکنن و این مسئولیت ریسپانسیبیلیتی خیلی بزرگیه برای من، اما من این کارو میکنم به خاطر اینکه مردم به من باور کردن که من برای ایران دارم کار میکنم. این کردیتش فقط برای مردم ایران و پهلویه.
I think that's true. I think people can really tell that this is coming from a place of the heart from you. And frankly, I think that's part of why people believe in Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi as a transitional leader too, because he's been consistent. It's been year after year, and your consistency. People have seen you now for years doing this in the streets. They can tell it's coming from an honest and earnest place. You're here to tell us you're not doing this for money. You're not doing this for your career. You're not even interested in being a politician. That's all very powerful. Tell me about, I want to ask you about February 14th. Before that, there's a petition that you were instrumental in helping to promote. A lot of us have signed it. What's the status of this petition, which I believe is to ask the Canadian government to officially recognize Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi as the leader of the opposition and the leader of a transition, yes?
Exactly. Actually, John, I'm not politician, and I don't want to be, but I'm soldier. And if we advertise something, for sure, some group, the strong group, our team, they think about it, and they started this petition and said you must support them. And I don't want to speak about the politic. And some people, they said, for example, other media asked me about what you want for future, what's your ideal country, or what you want. Said, listen, we are soldiers on the street. Just if you want to ask me what I want, just follow Pahlavi or ask him, because he's our leader. And in the inside, they have a group, they think, and they give us one solution, and we follow them. We are not here to, because if anybody wants to add something, we cannot be successful, like for 40 years ago. Because everyone have an idea. I respect everyone. But for now, we have a leadership. 40 years, they fighting to everyone accept the Pahlavi. And you must trust him and trust the process. It's so important. I know everyone, for example, myself, I have more than 10,000 ideas, but I don't want to speak about it too much. We are here to be a soldier. Just I'm here to, anybody for top of me said, okay, Salar, you must do this, and I will do that. It's so important.
What is we've heard about this February 14th, a week from Saturday, is the massive day of global mobilization. It seems to be 3 cities. Is that it? It's just Toronto, Munich, and Los Angeles. And what can you tell us about what the plan is for that day?
Yeah, because this time is so important for us, because United States, they are 3 times bigger or maybe more. They have a lot of Iranian, and they have a better weather in the Los Angeles. And Munich, Crown Prince, they want to go there, and they invite them to speak in the Europe, and a lot of country, for example, at Greece until England, the people wants to go to Munich. That's why everyone for now, Toronto پرچم همه جهانو بالا گرفته. The first city, and everyone said, okay, just Toronto is first, and let's compete for second city. But this time we must focus on Toronto. We accept for 500,000. They must come in the Yonge Street,
Wow.
500,000.
Wow.
And that's why we want to accept more volunteer. Maybe we need 3,000 volunteer for this time.
Wow, 500,000. I mean, and do we have this? I mean, this is probably a ridiculous question, but Yonge and Steeles is there's a parking lot there for Centerpoint Mall, but it's a it's a city. I mean, where are all these people going to fit? I'm assuming you've got the plan.
Yeah, we, we had every hours we have a group to think about it. We have a group that they knows everything about this. We chatting with the police, emergency, and city. But this time we start the advertising to tell people how they must come. For example, we wanna ask them, don't bring a car, come with Uber or anything else because we don't have a spot for the parking. And we talk about it. I talked, this location is best location because we went to downtown and we get the attention. And we was on the Richmond Hill, and actually mayor don't wants the 2 3 times they ask us, please don't come here anymore because we cannot accept more than 100,000 people in the Young Street. And I think the Young and Steers is the best option. And we want to just make sure everything's be on routine. And yeah, but we start advertising to tell people how they must arrange it. And we prefer they come with Uber, not with self car.
And it sounds like, so you're saying for somebody who has been going to the weekly demonstrations, say in Montreal or in Ottawa or in Hamilton or even in New York, you're saying come to Toronto that weekend?
Until Washington or Miami or other country, other the
Cities?
city, they coming. We have a connection in middle of United States. They wanna come. We have, for example, more than maybe 500. They coming just from Miami.
Wow. Wow. We're going to have our wits about us that day in terms of, as you say, in terms of volunteers. And I don't even want to put this out there, but how do you and your team and our team, I guess, how do you ensure that some bad actors that don't have our interests in mind, may not even be Iranian, don't come and sort of disrupt something like this in an effort to make it all look bad on us?
We have around the 100 security. They know everything about we had 4 5 times every time we have a class. We bring somebody from army, and he's Persian, he's surgeon of army, and he help us. And we bring some police from Toronto, and they explain it to us how we must handle this problem. And that's why we had some problem, but we deal with them so fast because it's so important for us. Jian John, if we bring 200,000 people, but maybe one fight between that,
Yeah.
nobody care about the 200,000. Every media speak about they had a fight
Yeah.
between this rally. And this is so important for us to make sure nothing happening, because we want to send a clear message for government of Canada, for other country, for President Trump, for my people, for our country inside. با اینکه دوریم از وطن، پشت شماییم هموطن.
Yeah. Hey man, I have to thank you for taking this much time today, and I'm glad we did this in English so that some folks who are not as proficient in Persian can know this information as well. And before I let you go, I mean, the focus of this show has been about organizing and these demonstrations and your role and what to do on February 14th and the petition. But on a personal level, because I haven't even had the chance to ask you yet, how are you? Where do you believe we're at with this revolution, and how optimistic are you that this time is the time?
Yonjan, we are not revolution anymore. We was. And for now, we are in the war with Islamic Republic. And we don't have any other chance. And this is our last chance. It's so important for us. For I cannot speak this for the. I don't have a word for this time, but I want to say دوست دارم تمام جونم تمام عمرمو بدم به اعلی حضرت که ایشون بیشتر باشه اما he's 67 years old and this is final battle for us. I don't want to cry. I don't want to be emotional. Always, when I want to go to sleep, I cry like you, like every people in outside the Iran. But for now, I want to be strong. For example, for my gym, everyone, each 10 minutes, there's somebody's coming and hugging me and cry. And just always I speak myself, stay strong. Stay strong. They think you are a fighter and you must be strong. I said, don't worry. Don't worry. We beat this beats. We beat this Islamic Republic. And we don't have any option. We don't have any other window. I know everyone has a business, everyone has for example, personal life, but for now, everyone in the outside the Iran, they must think, first of all, you are Iranian. Is Iranian not in you just your passport said I'm Iranian? If you said I'm Iranian, you have a duty, you have a responsibility. Is your responsibility is come outside and be a voice of Iran, voice your country. It's so important. Every business, everything, just forget about it. We are in the war. They're going outside, they're shooting them. And we don't have any option, but it's so clear for it. This is not hope. I believe we beat and we be successful with this time.
Salar John, thank you. Thank you for the time today. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Merci beaucoup.
Merci از شما.
خداحافظ. Thank you again, big time to Salar for taking the time and for all the effort that he's putting into this. If you have comments about that interview, some of the things that were said, if you want to chime in enthusiastically or otherwise, you can find us at info@roqemedia.com. That's where you can email us, old school, info@roqemedia.com, or of course you can post on any of our platforms, Telegram, Apple, Spotify. I don't know if you can post on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Castbox, etc., etc. This is full time for this edition of Roqe. Thanks to the amazing core team who put this show together twice a week. Super Parisa Sanjarani, Savvy Roham, and Tina, the photo and video queen. Special thanks as well to our extended family team, Smart Pega, Charming Kimia, Talented Anahita, Methodical Kaveh, and the Rising Keon for all of your help. Thank you to all of you out there for supporting us and sharing our content. Remember, if you want one of those free Iran chocolates that the profits of which go to the demonstrations in Toronto, you can order them through avocachocolates.com. avocachocolates.com. Look at the link that we put up in the ad earlier in this episode. You can find us on Instagram at Roqe Media. You can find me on Instagram at Jian Ghomeshi. And as ever, a big thank you and Mizun Bashi.